Guys, today I'm gonna be real with you. Today I'm gonna talk to you about the future, or rather the uncertain future, of the Best Ever Food Review Show. I'm gonna talk to you about why we can't shoot right now, what's stopping us, and what we plan to do about it. But first, let's back up. COVID-19 hit last year, 2020, March. I know you're all sick of hearing about it. I am too. We were lucky because last year we had just gotten back from Africa, and within 2 weeks, the country of Vietnam had locked its borders. So luckily, I was in the country when that happened. The initial wave of corona in Vietnam was pretty small. There were just a few hundred cases maximum. The government did an excellent job. They took aggressive measures to make sure that the virus was contained and that those who had it were separated from the rest of the population. Everybody was on the same page. It wasn't like the nightmare that was the USA over the last year. Corona is a bitch. I don't even want to get into the news, but at least in the news here, there was a consistent message instead of constant questioning of what was going on. The plan was wear masks, limit your traveling, stay home if you can. Through those measures, Vietnam happened to stomp out the first wave of coronavirus. From then, there was a second wave and a third wave. And both of those waves also got stomped out. And actually, for the greater part of the last year, Vietnam was able to really keep the virus at bay. A lot of people were asking over this last year, well, how come people aren't wearing masks? Why are you wearing masks? Why are you wearing masks? That's because life was pretty normal in Vietnam. Nightclubs were still open. You could go to restaurants. Some people wore masks, but mostly nobody did because there was no community spread within the country for most of the year. That was awesome and super fortunate for me and my team. We shot over 100 videos in this country during that time, including factories.
We are freezing everything off.
Tribes, exotic food, cheap versus expensive food.
Oh God, that looks so good.
Tons of different series, tons of different topics. For over a year, we were mostly able to travel freely within the country and shoot as we wished.
Are you kidding me?
But as we've all learned by now, this virus is nearly impossible to keep at bay forever. I mean, even places like Taiwan, Australia, freaking islands, places surrounded by water, somehow the virus is still getting to people there. This thing cannot be stopped forever. And that brings us to right now, Vietnam's fourth and most serious wave. At the time of recording this, there are on average 70 to 100 cases every day just in this city. The scary part is, even though they're taking really drastic measures, they don't seem like they have a good hold on it. They're doing their best, everybody's trying, everyone's pulling in the same direction, but it's hard to say if it's gonna be too late to get it back to zero this time. For the time being, all of our staff and most of our post-production team has been sent home so they can mitigate the amount of movement they have within the city, and we're all social distancing as best we can. Vietnam has rolled out some vaccine, maybe a couple million doses, but there are nearly 100 million people in Vietnam, and it's gonna be a while before they're able to vaccinate a large amount of the population. So with everything currently locked down, or with the enhanced social distancing measures that are taking place right now, that means restaurants are closed down. Nobody can go to a food establishment unless they are there to pick up food and freaking leave. That is it. What's that mean for us? We are no longer able to shoot, and that's kind of our main thing. We shoot videos about food. We make money, and then I can pay my team money, and then they can afford food to eat, to live. So this is quite a conflict. This is quite a predicament for me. I'm in a country where I can't shoot, and I probably won't be able to shoot pretty far into the future. It's completely uncertain. Meanwhile, I have a team of 15 people that count on me to lead this channel and provide a stable income. So this brings me to my new plan.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
Hit it, boys.
The plan for now is to move our shooting operations over to the USA, and then once we're set up in the USA, we can shoot there and in some nearby countries. This may seem simple, it's not. If I was just a vlogger, it'd be a lot more easy because I could just take my camera and go shoot myself. With the style we've developed, I really don't want to stray away from it. I don't want to do something new or really low rent. I want to keep our style and quality as much as possible. Well, that means a lot of things. First of all, me, my wife, and our channel manager will be heading to the USA. We will try to bring over our shooting team, but at this time, it's looking pretty unlikely. Embassies being closed down for weeks at a time because of Corona, it's a mess. So for that reason, we're gonna have to hire new shooters in the USA, which, if I'm honest, is very stressful. I've been shooting with the same team for years and years now, and we have developed such a tight working relationship, it would be hard to imagine working with anyone else.
We had a little bit of a spew problem here and there. I mean,
we all just know what to shoot automatically without a checklist.
And action!
without hardly having to even talk to each other about what to shoot. We just know every step, and the improvements in quality within the shooting team have been incredible too. They're really a couple of world-class camera operators. So it's gonna be heartbreakingly sad for me to break away from that and move on to some people who I don't even know, but that is part of this process. But Sonny, are you gonna fire those guys? No, for the time being, I don't have any plans to let anybody go from my team. I'm just gonna consider this kind of a pause, and we will reunite and get everyone back together as soon as possible. So Sonny, why is it a big deal that you're leaving Vietnam? Well, because I can't come back, and I don't know when I can come back. Once I go out of the country, I can't come back until this country allows all types of foreigners to come back in, which they're not doing right now unless you're some kind of an expert working for some company. And that doesn't include food experts, unfortunately. This whole experience is really bittersweet. I'm excited to get out, I'm excited to shoot. On the other hand, I do hate to leave my team behind, but the reality is there's nothing I can do for them here. I'm just sitting around with my thumb up my ass. Sorry, it's a Minnesota expression. We could all hold hands in a big sanitized circle and cry about how sad things are, or we can take action and take proper steps to ensure that this channel and this team keeps moving forward. And that's what I plan on doing.
Joint on the corner where the big boys play, where the whiskey's running like the river, but they all never come for the booze and bass. I'm the one, I'm the lady that'll rock this place.
So during our first few weeks in the USA, I'm gonna get my driver's license. I haven't had a driver's license for like 10 years. I've lived in Asia. How do you feel about my ability to host the show and drive the second most dangerous pass in Vietnam at the same time?
You know, just keep your eyes forward a little bit.
But then the camera can't see my face. We need to do research. I need to buy a car. We're also interviewing a bunch of camera guys in the USA and hoping to nail down a team soon. Also, while I'm there, I'm gonna get the vaccine, which I think I'm gonna need anyways, because I'm gonna plan on traveling internationally soon after. And a lot of countries right now are not gonna take you in unless you have proof of vaccination.
There's a joint on the corner.
Where will we start in the USA? I'm gonna be in Minnesota anyways to take care of a bunch of personal stuff, so I figure why not start there? We're gonna start shooting in Minnesota. We have a bunch of fun videos planned, stuff that I've wanted to shoot for years. From there, we're going to quite possibly the freest state in the USA. I'm talking about Texas.
Rock this place. There's a
I'm excited about being in the USA and showing more videos. I mean, if we can think of hundreds of videos to shoot in Vietnam, I'm pretty sure I can think of thousands to shoot in the USA. The USA is insanely diverse, and we are gonna find some really special food and remarkable stories to share with you guys.
Look at that, look at
Oh no! They never show this part on TV.
that. No, they don't.
So what's gonna happen to the team in Vietnam? As soon as we can reunite with our shooters, we're gonna do that. We're gonna bring them to the USA or some other country and continue to work with them. Meanwhile, some of our producers and our post-production team is gonna stay put here. Most everybody is gonna work from home and try to ride out this fourth wave until vaccinations get underway. What's gonna happen to my dog? We are going to ask someone to dog sit our dog until we get back. I don't plan on giving her away, so hopefully I can find someone to just take care of her for a few months, 6 months, 12 months, I don't know how long. And then hopefully when I come back, my dog will remember me.
Hello there.
Probably not. Next, when will I go back to Vietnam? Again, I have no idea. If by Tet next year, like next February, things were open again, people could come into the country, that would be fantastic. Is that likely? Not really. So I'm thinking it's gonna be 6 months, 12 months, hopefully in that range, and hopefully not longer than that. I mean, in the US, I'm not really gonna have a home base. I'm gonna be moving around constantly. That's not really my style. My style is go out, do something crazy for 2 weeks, come home. I like home. I like having a routine. Although lately I've had a little too much home. What is gonna happen to the channel? Well, this is what I wanna talk to you guys about. Right now, we have some videos in the bank. So between now and the time we start shooting in the USA, we're gonna be putting out about 1 video per week. We can't put out more than that. Yes, I could shoot a crap load of home delivery food videos. I don't wanna do that. I think that's lame, and also we already did that. We already shot a couple videos like that, and they're good videos, but I'm not gonna make 10 videos of me eating delivery food and just be like, wow, this is crazy, it's so good. I can't do it. So we're gonna be putting out about 1 video per week until the middle of September. Last of all, what can you guys do? You can watch our videos. That's really helpful. Even if it's a topic where you're like, oh, that's not that good of a topic. You're like, oh, wait. Yeah, these guys are kind of screwed right now because they can't shoot any videos. I'm gonna watch your crappy video. Please. Second, if you want, you can contribute to our Patreon fund. There are some perks there. The link is in the description down below. Patreon is a place where people can give a certain amount of money each month, and then they get perks in exchange for that. Perks like seeing videos first and being the first to comment on new videos. Check out our Patreon page to see the full list of perks. The third thing you can do is just stick with us. I'm gonna update you guys along the way. I'll let you know what's happening. I mostly do updates on Instagram, so please follow us there. This is a tough situation, but we're trying to make the most of it, and we absolutely need and value your support. There's also a public vaccine fund for Vietnam. If you want to contribute to Vietnam's effort to squash a virus and vaccinate its whole population, then you can donate some money. I plan on doing the same. So that is it for this one. That is the complete update. Thank you for staying with us always. We are gonna make some insane, super fun food videos coming very soon, starting off in the USA. Until then, I will see you soon. A peace. Dude, what the fuck? Why you always do this?